ever said that the launch would be the most difficult part of this entire process. Whew. So you've done the hard part. You've written your manuscript, you've hired your copy editor, your proofreader, you've designed a beautiful cover, and you think you're done, but you're not. In this video, I'm going to share 4 lessons to help you have a successful book launch. Lessons that I wish someone had have told me. Hi, I'm Erica Prevail, writer, lifestyle strategist, and creative entrepreneur. And after experiencing my own debilitating journey with career burnout, I now help guide ambitious women to a life where ease and ambition integrate seamlessly for sustainable success. Okay, so if you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm writing a book. I wrote a book this year and I took you guys on the journey with me. The last video was all about how much I spent during this process as a self-published author. So the book is finished. She's so beautiful. Release and renew. And if you're a writer, you understand how much work goes into the manuscript and the developing the story and putting together your cover and your interior and all the things to get the book to the finish line. And I had no idea that the launch would be so difficult, so involved. And y'all, I thought I was going to do the launch myself. Now, why did I think that? I have no idea. I hired someone for every single part of the book writing process, a developmental editor, a copy editor, a proofreader, designers for the interior and the exterior. So I didn't know why I thought I was going to do this launch by myself. Baby, was I wrong. So I want to share with you 4 lessons that I've learned during this process. I'm 1 week away from the launch of Release and Renew. And I haven't had any videos on this channel because I've been so engulfed in this launch process. So as a self-published author, I want to share with you 4 lessons that I think will help you on your journey to get your book out into the world. Lesson number 1, get extremely clear on what you want your book to do in the world. What I mean by that is my book is in the self-help wellness category. So for me, I want women to get the message from my journey that their life as an ambitious, successful, high-achieving woman doesn't have to include burnout. In my book, there are practical strategies to help women navigate their own burnout journey. And that is the message that I want to put out into the world. So you need to get extremely clear on that. If you're a fiction writer, it might be you want people to be engulfed in this fantasy land that you've created. If you're a photographer or you're sharing some type of technical knowledge, you want people to understand your XYZ of this technical thing. You need to get extremely clear on what you want your book to do out in the world. In addition to that, you need to get extremely clear on your success metrics. And what I mean by your success metrics are, what does success mean to you for putting this book out into the world? It might be as simple as you writing this book, getting it to the finish line, and launching it. That might be your success metric. It might be selling 50 copies. It might be getting a speaking engagement or a series of speaking engagements. Whatever it is for you in regards to your success metric, you need to get extremely clear about that and what it means to you. Try not to get clouded and what other people are saying success is with this book. This is your project, your work, so you need to be very clear on what success looks like for you. That is lesson number one. Before you even launch, get clear on what you want your book to do in the world. Lesson number two, hire help. Oh my gosh. Again, I don't know why I thought that I was going to be able to do this by myself. So I hired a launch manager slash business strategist to help me with the launch. And there was just so many things that I did not know about the book launch, especially if you want to do things like pre-orders on your own. I'm doing my sales through Amazon KDP, and they, at the time I'm recording this video, January 2025, they don't have the capability of allowing pre-orders for hard copies or paperback copies. So I did pre-orders through my website and building funnels and offers and bonuses. And it was just so many things, getting your launch team together, getting them organized, setting expectations. It was just so many things that I did not consider. I will also just add on to the hire help thing. If you have a social media following, which I really didn't, after my burnout, I took a year off of social media. I deleted all my accounts, everything. So I was really starting from scratch. I would lean on your social media community, especially if you have a community that truly supports you, and take them along the journey with you through your book writing process. So when you get to the end, they'll have buy-in. But there's just so much that you don't know that goes into a launch, especially if you've gotten, clear about what you want your book to do in the world, that you're going to need help with this. There's just no way that you can do it alone. And hiring help was, in this stage of the game, was the biggest thing that I could have done. It would have just been no way that I could have done this launch by myself. So if you've invested in other parts of the book, you're going to have to invest. I would highly recommend you invest in hiring someone for the launch as well, because there's just so many things that if you're, writing a book for the first time, there's just no way you can't know. Lesson number three, if you've gotten, this far on your book writing journey, that you're ready for your launch, the third lesson is be flexible. And what I mean by that is there's just so many things that go into a book launch that I just wasn't aware of. And a lot of them are, related to technical things, again, building funnels, developing email sequences. The list goes on and on and on. And during my process, I ran into several technical issues. And in my whole messaging of, embracing ease, I've kind of developed this mindset and this mentality. But be flexible. Things are going to happen. Things that you have planned, they're probably not going to go as planned. And if you can just lean into the curiosity of it and just know that things will ultimately work out how they're supposed to be. And nothing is really urgent, even if you have to push your launch out a week or two, nothing is truly urgent. So try to be flexible, because things will happen. In a way that can help you remain flexible is staying connected to your why. Again, my why for my book was helping women who experience burnout, who may experience burnout, and women who are on the other side of burnout develop practical strategies, especially those of us who are ambitious and high achieving, to let them know that ease and ambition can integrate, and you don't have to have a life that burnout is a part of the scenario. So if you can stay connected to your why for writing your book, it's easier for you to stay flexible, because your why is, when your book launches, your why, your reason for it is going to be out in the world. So it doesn't matter if it's a few weeks later if something happens, or if you have a part of your launch strategy that just couldn't, come into play. Things will turn out how it's supposed to be, and just remain flexible. So, quick example on being flexible. So, one of the ways that, well, there were many ways during this launch process that I had to lean into ease and curiosity and remain flexible, but I wanted a book trailer for Release and Renew. And I wanted my actual book to be in the trailer. But it took forever for me to get an author copy from Amazon so I could finish the book trailer. Long story short, my book trailer just got finished last week. So I really was only able to have my book trailer for 2 weeks on my book landing page and on my YouTube page, when I wanted it to be there like 2 weeks ago. But in my ability to stay flexible, I was able to get the trailer to be exactly how I wanted it to look, and it turned out beautiful. So my ability to remain flexible, even though I wanted it to be done 2 weeks sooner, it turned out so beautiful, and it launched when it was supposed to launch. And I'm going to check out the trailer and let me know what you think down in the comments. Although the decision wouldn't be easy, she knew it had to be made. Something had to die. It was either her inner overachiever or her inner light. With those two choices at hand, which direction would she take? Burnt out in her corporate career and feeling unfulfilled in her life, she imagined living a life of alignment, purpose, joy, and ease. Through the journey of a relatable overachiever, you will be inspired and guided. With this powerful book, experience a newfound sense of personal and professional growth through exercises and prompts to help you reflect and gain clarity. Get your copy of Release and Renew today at ericaprevail.com. Follow Erica Prevail on social media at Erica Prevail. So I hope you enjoyed my book trailer. That's just a little taste of the journey that I'm going to take you on in Release and Renew. So let me know in the comments if anything in the trailer resonated with you. Lesson 4. Celebrate. You wrote a book. You wrote a whole book. So you need to celebrate this huge accomplishment. So many people have a passion or idea to write a book, but not many of them get it to the finish line to launch like you have. So I want you to take the time out to celebrate this major accomplishment of writing a book. It's something that I have to tell myself, because as an ambitious woman who's always doing something, or, a new task, a new project, and just looking ahead, it's difficult for me sometimes to just sit in the accomplishment before I move on to the next project. So this is a message to myself as well, to celebrate. I will be celebrating on launch day, January 28th. And I'm thinking about doing a little brunch for all my supporters, the people who truly supported me during this 1-year journey from my book going from inception to launch. You really have to take the time to celebrate. You wrote a book. Take the time, celebrate your accomplishment before you move on to that next amazing thing that you're going to do. So there you have it, the 4 lessons that I feel like every first-time self-published author should know when it comes to launching your book or putting it out into the world. If burnout recovery, joy, ease, fulfillment, you're an ambitious woman, if you know an ambitious woman and you like that type of content or subject matter, please do check out my book, Release and Renew. I will be doing some other offerings in the category of burnout helping women integrate ease and ambition. And thank you for watching another video. Until next time, bye.